Good morning, Dennis Burns, Fire Behavior Analyst for California Interagency Incident Management Team 2 with your East Zone update of the Hermit's Peak Calf Canyon fire for May 20th. So our big story today is we have a red flag warning that goes to about 2100, 9 o'clock tonight for strong winds and very dry conditions. So this is going to be some of the issues our firefighters are going to have to deal with. If we survive that today, we're actually going into a little bit better weather pattern, which will be more favorable for the firefighters. Let me start with just a little bit of what happened yesterday. Up here in Division K on the west zone, the fire did get across some of the containment lines here. However, they're pretty confident they're going to pick this up. The reason why I bring this up is all modeling and everything says that if fire does get established in here, it will affect the east zone. And this is, for reference, this is the 434. And that's a concern because we do have some communities along this area. So specific to our fire today, we're not expecting any movement in our zone. You see this is open line. We have crews out here. They're strengthening these lines. It's plumbed. They're mopping it in. And they're basically waiting to ride out this wind to make sure no heat becomes established interior to challenge these lines. They're also working on a contingency line, tying it into the Luna fire scar. And even though it's a 2-year-old burn, there are fuels in it that could burn. However, it would be a barrier to fire spread. So we're pretty confident that if we do have to use this line, we'll be able to hold the fire and keep it from going to the east. A couple of communities that we've been dealing with the last couple of days, Guadalupita, which is right on the edge of the fire, we're feeling really confident that it's going to be secure. We've had crews in there doing preparation around the structures. There's hose lines in place. So if the fire did challenge it, the crews could move in there very quickly and implement structure protection. Yesterday, Sierra Bonita, the crews completed all the structure prep in and around the structures in Sierra Bonita. And so they bumped up to Black Lake, and they started yesterday afternoon. They're hoping that by the end of business today, all the structure prep, hose lines, tanks, things like that will be in place. We're also continuing basically along this zone break. There's a ridge system here. So today, the plan is to continue working our way north towards Angel Fire. We also have crews just a little bit north of Angel Fire that have started a line that's actually going to continue to the north off of this map. We also have crews that are working out a little bit farther east, basically along the boundary of the Boy Scout property, and they're building contingency line there with cooperation from the Boy Scouts. They've been a big help to us. So that's kind of the overall plan today. We're not expecting the fire to, on our zone to significantly move, but you know, we have this weather, and the fire has showed us in the past that the sources of heat interior, if it gets into a continuous fuel bed with these winds, it can get up and travel. One other thing with the winds, yesterday afternoon about noon, we lost our aircraft because the winds were too strong. The winds have already started to ramp up. It's just a little bit after 8 o'clock, and the aircraft will probably be grounded a little bit earlier today. So that's your update for May 20th, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.